Hey everyone, it's Bree with Reads and Rituals, and I'm here with the reading. Today, we do have some things to cover. I just start out by burning this Palo Santo and then talking about what I got from the pre-shuffles. So kind of before I go into that, what I've been getting is that your throat chakra could have been like really blocked, and you've had the urge to speak out about things and or speak up about things, but out of habit and out of like the old paradigms and like how you're used to your relationships going, like maybe you already have like a certain relationship dynamic, like with a friend or a boss or a coworker or a family member, or a romantic interest. You probably already have like this dynamic between you both, and it's like even though you want to change the dynamic and like either set a boundary or just say how you feel or something like that, for some reason it's like you don't, or you're just having a really hard time. It's almost like you're getting choked up, like there's a serious blockage there, like for whatever reason, like you think something's gonna get like bad's gonna happen to you, or you're just gonna get like blowback, so I'm hearing like if you are having an issue with that, to just start off by writing it down. Like maybe you have it in your head and you're all up in your head about it, but I'm hearing from spirit that writing it down would help a lot. Also, the heart chakra is also, I feel like your heart is open, but just how you express your love, like you're not able to express your love how you want to, once again, because of the people in your life. And it's like, in order to get to a place where you are able to express your love how you want to, is that you would have to have a certain conversation with those around you, and it could go one of two ways or whatever. So if it goes negative, then like you kind of have to make a decision about setting a boundary, either directly or indirectly, and then like going about your business, or just kind of like what did I say? Yeah, setting a boundary. Or you could keep staying in that situation, and then you're gonna keep restricting your heart. Basically, like you want to express your love, but you're not able to express your love to like these people the way you want to. Like you're not able to be yourself. You're not able to. And plus, the reason why I'm talking about these two chakras is one thing I've started doing is I have like these spell candles, and they come in like rainbow colors. So each time I do a reading, I like just randomly put my hand in the box and then mix them all around, and then whatever two I pick, those are the two chakras I'm gonna focus on for the reading. So if one of them goes out, I'll probably just replace it, or I might just leave it alone. But yeah, so pink is like rose quartz, the heart chakra, and then light blue is the throat chakra. So I'm like, okay, this is what spirit has us focusing on for the reading. And I feel like you've been getting rid of negativity, like I said, or you've been debating on how to rid yourself of like extra negativity that you don't need. You probably have been feeling more insecure. I feel like people have been talking behind your back. People have been giving you evil eye, but like to your face, like they're being two-faced. I'm hearing you have shapeshifters in your life, like a lot of people who wear a false mask, and it's like, we all wear some sort of mask when we go in society, but if you're like in a long term, or like if you had this friendship for a while, this job for a while, this relationship for a while, you know, you've been in this family member's life for a while, and it's like you can't even like really be yourself. Like you have to wear a mask and they're wearing a mask, and you want to take it off so bad, like you want to just be yourself, but it's like when you feel yourself about to say something, it's like something stops you, and it's like sometimes you may just have to just walk away and not say nothing, even if it's not forever. Like sometimes you may have to just take a step back. Like it's the best thing to do, to just evaluate. And you know, I'm hearing like don't feel pressured and don't feel like bullied into having to respond. I feel like, you know, you could be a, you know, starseed empath, and you know, people like us empaths, because I am one, we tend to come across narcissists a lot. And you know, unfortunately, like it started off from childhood, and so it would originate, you know, in the family unit. And so even though we have these people in our lives, we somewhat have grown accustomed, and I feel like I'm here in survival mode, to like be in these situations with family members. And then as we get older, you know, we start getting our own, you know, sense of life, and then we realize like, hey, this isn't right. But then like you still feel like the same dynamic is going on because it's been going on for like so many years, for example. And then it follows you into like your work life and your relationships, and you know, like your friendships, and then it just follows you. And it's like you need, spirit has been calling you to make a change. But sometimes if you really like feel so stumped to make a change, sometimes you have to just take a step back, withdraw your energy by any means necessary. I'm hearing by any means necessary, because like it's like it's impacting how you view yourself, because you haven't fixed it in one area of your life. It's just spreading to every area of your life, and it's like choking you up. And I'm getting hangman in reverse. I kept getting hangman in reverse on the pre-shuffles like 4 to 5 times, and it's like it just kept coming out like over and over, and I'm like, okay, like, so it's like you're enlightened, but you're just too afraid to like untie yourself from the tree. You're not upside down, you're not hanging from it. I mean, your back is tied up to the tree, but you're upright. It's like if you kind of just wiggle yourself around a little bit, you could get out of those ropes. You're not upside down. So, and also we got 8 of Swords in reverse, so you're working on freeing yourself. And sometimes when let's say you really are afraid of like the reaction from people, so you just, like if worse comes to worse, just don't do anything, like don't say anything, or if like go no contact. There you go. Worst case scenario with like those types of paradigms is just go no contact, because even if you do say something, like 9 times out of 10, like it's gonna go out of one ear and out the other, and then you have to like wait for them to like to see if they're actually gonna honor it, and then they still like try you. And like I'm just saying, like is they want you to do this back and forth petty dance with them. And honestly, like I feel like at this point you've been doing this with these people, and you're not for it anymore with them or anyone else for that matter. And so, you know, you got to pick your battles. But I mean, this one, like, you really can't like neglect that battle anymore. What else am I trying to say? You could have issues breathing, and also my neck just cracked as I did that. So like, yeah, as I kind of like lifted my head up. So yeah, you could have issues breathing properly. You could have chest pain, neck pain, like back pain too, like in the middle. and upper back. So let's get into the tarot because I've been kind of channeled for a good little bit. Let's get some playing cards first. I kind of want to get into the tarot too. Let's just get 2 playing cards. So yeah, you're the Queen of Cups for sure. Very loving, very caring, very nurturing. And you just happen to be, and I'm hearing, surrounded by the enemy. You've dealt with a lot of disappointments and heartbreak. I'm hearing heartbreak and disappointments. You've had countless heartbreaks, countless disappointments, you know, in situations because of how you've had to move. And, you know, it's not like you want to move like that. But I said 2. But yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. Like, you keep getting emotionally disappointed when you're such a nurturing person. And then you keep having, like, drastic and abrupt endings and drastic and abrupt new beginnings, and disappointments and heartbreak because of you just keep coming in contact with these soul-sucking energies. And we got 8 of Cups, and like, even though what I'm getting with this 8 of Cups in reverse is, even though you keep leaving those who don't serve you, it's like more keep coming in that don't serve you. So it's like, even though you keep leaving it, you're never really leaving it. It seems like, you know, that's what it feels like. And also, I did get the Devil card in the pre-shows, and that's what I meant to say too. Like, the Devil card was clarified by Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and what was the other one? There was another one, but oh, 3 of Swords. So yeah, so it's almost like you feel bound or chained to the pattern of disappointment and heartbreak, and it's like you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. I'm pretty sure like you've been working on this for quite a while, so you're like, I feel like I've been doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, but you're still like wondering like why this keeps coming in, you know. So we're gonna try to get some more clarity on that tonight. Let's see. So Spirit, can you clarify why the collective I'm reading for feels bound to heartbreak and disappointment, and, you know, not being able to leave a certain type of pattern in their life? So we got the Hermit cards. I feel like regarding this, you've really been in deep introspection, like, because you're like, what is going on? Like, I keep like leaving this in the physical, but like I'm still in it. Like, it's like you're leaving it, but you're still, but then it just comes right back. So you're like, is it me? Like, oh wow, those just flew out. So we got, let's move this over here. So we got, I don't know if y'all could see this because I don't know where the camera is positioned. If y'all can't see it, it's okay. Like, I'm saying what the cards are. So yeah, what flew out is 2 of Cups in reverse and Temperance in reverse. So yeah, basically your most interpersonal relationships have been out of balance, and I'm hearing for most, if not all of your life, and you've been like trying every way to Sunday, like you've been trying all these different ways to fix it, to alleviate it, and maybe it may seem like for a while or a little while it works, but then like it goes right, the energy just goes right back. And so what I'm hearing is like from Spirit is with the Lovers, keep saying collective needs to get more acquainted with their shadow side and like make peace with it, um, acknowledge it. Because I mean, I'm hearing, a lot of empaths are like light workers, or like of like the white magic, so to speak. Like they're not really like, I think I'm speaking to mostly like white witches, maybe like some gray ones, but I don't think I'm speaking to any, yeah, with this gray, what is this? Not moonstone? I don't know. But anyway, with this gray stone right here, I feel like I'm talking to like, some gray witches, who is in that in between, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you're in the in between because you still need to like explore more of your shadow side, and it's like all about your light side, but this is what it keeps bringing you. It keeps bringing you disappointments and heartbreak because you haven't had a chance to really like explore your shadow side or make peace with the fact that there is a shadow side. Like it's almost like you have the knowledge of darkness, but it's like you still are like turning a blind eye to the fact that darkness exists. And I know darkness exists, but it's almost like you're just like, I'm not gonna think about it because it's like out of sight, out of mind. But no, like the truth is, Spirit is saying darkness is all around us, with the black tourmaline like being in the middle of all these other stones, and it's the biggest one. So like I'm hearing like we live in a cruel world, like unfortunately, and it's running rampant with bad energies, or like darker energies, so to speak. Like there's we have the whole good versus evil, light versus dark, but like at least on earth, you know what I'm saying, like on earth, like taking it back to like those religions that some of us have grown up with, like the earth is like kind of where like the dark spirits like do their bidding, where they have fun and just cause a lot of chaos, and like they don't care about the collateral damage, and I feel like beyond the spiritual realm in the 5D, like that's where there's more good spirits or like good energies in the 5D, and then it manifests in the 3D in the form of karma, either positive karma or negative karma, but in that case positive karma. So I'm not saying like good things don't happen or anything like that, but like in general, like dark spirits is pretty dominating. So it's just kind of like having that realization that like, I mean, like dark is just kind of like what's overarching, like that's what's what am I trying to say, that's what's like indirectly known and accepted in society. Like it's a dog eat dog world, and it's, what I'm saying, but it's like we as empaths, we choose to still be good, but there's not, like if we're we're chosen, so like there's not many of us, okay? So like I feel like Spirit is saying, let's clarify, like that's why we keep attracting this over and over. It's not that it's our fault or that there's something wrong with us, it's that it's the world that we live in. Like we're not, like I hear other readers say, we're not from here, so to speak. Like our soul is not from here. Like we reincarnated here, and so like since we're not from here, it's like it's almost like we can't really comprehend it like that. Like we know it, but it's like still something that's hard to comprehend because it's not how we live. It's not how we think. So it's kind of like we got to put ourselves in the shoes of darkness, so to speak, like not, like some way, shape, or form, but it still doesn't mean that anything's wrong with us. It's just the reason why it keeps happening over and over, because that's the world that we live in, and it's gonna keep happening, is what I'm hearing. So like I know, we just had the holidays, and there shouldn't be any, small children watching this. So, like Santa Claus isn't real, and neither is a tooth fairy, and neither is the Easter Bunny. So, it's kind of, bad people are gonna still be like the common denominator. And then you have at the back of the deck the Empress. So you are the Empress. Like, you're still very fertile with ideas. It doesn't make you any less. But if that's what you want to know, like why this keeps happening to you, because you're on here. You're on here. You're here on Earth as like on a mission. And I know you didn't ask for this. You probably, I know some people say in the spiritual community that, even if you don't remember, like your soul actually did ask for it. But I feel like that's up for debate. I feel like some of us didn't ask for this. It's just kind of something that happened. I'm not saying, when we reincarnated here, I'm not saying, I don't know. I feel like that's up for debate. Like I'm saying, like, whether we remember it or not, like we're reincarnated here, and it's like it's kind of hard for us to like comprehend. And I feel like we are starting to gradually get past life memories, like that, like starting to remember. I'm not saying we didn't ask for it, but it's like it's kind of like, even if we had past lives, which I'm agreeing about past lives and that being a thing. So like, even if you do resonate with past lives and you believe that there is some sort of connection, the whole thing I'm trying to say is like, you're probably like in your mind like, dang, I didn't know it was gonna be like this bad this time around type shit. Like oh damn, like this is really like effed up. Like this is really like fuck. Like this is really like and I feel like you're kind of like your spirit grieving. So like, empaths are powerful people, and regardless of who we were in a past life, like it's gotten pretty intense this time around. Like bottom of the deck now, 9 of Swords. So it's had us up in our head, like, is it us? What's going on? Like, no, it's just, and I feel like, we're misunderstood because we have to move different, because we're so healing. We have to remove ourselves from people, and even if they're not necessarily like evil people, they don't realize that their ways are like draining us too much. And so we have to, like, with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, we have to like stop collaboration with them, because like it's draining too much. And it's like, I'm like 100% sure we've communicated this already to these people and they don't get it. So like, we really have to just like on the TikTok where it's like taking the biggest farthest step back, like you gotta just like not say nothing and just take like the biggest step back you ever could take, and then just like sit there for however long you need to type stuff. So like, it's just like, boom, like I gotta go, and you're like, why do I have to keep leaving people? And I know you feel, and I understand we grow, we evolve, but like, nah, like you just gotta keep leaving people. Like, and it's like, people probably call you selfish and this and that, like, oh, why you gotta keep like leaving people, why you gotta keep burning bridges, da, da, da. And I'm like, and I'm feeling like, y'all don't want to burn any, associations, but it's like your energy is like screaming at you, like, and I'm like screaming, like, if you don't do this, like, I'm telling you, like, y'all could be having posture issues, like, y'all could be like just sitting in a comfortable position, and all of a sudden you'll just get this huge like pain, like in your heart space, because it's like, what the, like, because like you keep having to like stop and start. So it's like you're having a lot of short-term interactions or like short-term associations with people. I can't even say relationships, because some of them aren't even that long. Like, you may know somebody for a few weeks and that's it, or a few days and that's it, or a few months and that's it. Like, I don't even think your last several like your last several associations, relationships, I don't think your last ones have been long term. Like, I think they've only been like days, weeks, or months. I don't even think it like touched the years at this point. Like, in the last 3 to 5 years, I don't think like you've really had long term relationships with anyone. Like, I'm telling you, anyone. Like, seriously. Unless they've already been there. Like, that's what I'm hearing, y'all. Let's get, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get one more. So, what words of encouragement can you give the collective spirit? Because I feel like us empaths really like need it, you know, because it's kind of hard not to feel like a bit jaded, you know, from this situation, like being an earth angel and then like working for spirit as a light worker or a gray witch, and you know, just making peace with your shadow. And how about maybe just to kind of have some clarity and to feel better about what's been transpiring, and it'll help you to get out of confusion, is to kind of explore your shadow side. Like, don't be hesitant. Like, it doesn't mean that you're evil or you're bad. It just means that it's helping you to practice radical acceptance about what the world has come to, you know, because you still have to live your life, and you can't just, it's like, I'm feeling like us empaths, we think in like terms in like a grander scale of things. Like, we think about humanity overall, like in addition to our personal life. Like, we think of our personal life, and then we think about it in terms of humanity in the grander scale. Like, we don't just think about our personal life and that's it. Like, and then the immediate people around us. Like, when we think about life, we automatically like put humanity into it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have this overall like jaded sense of perspective because you're like, oh, humanity is just this, and then my personal life is this. So it's like you're carrying the weight emotionally of humanity and your personal life. And so spirit is saying, like, lighten the load a little bit. Like, I understand this is difficult, you know, and you're like, spirit, why are you putting me through this? Like, but wheel of fortune, like, you're blessed, you know, your spirit guides love you, you know, you are loved, you are appreciated for your efforts, and you feel like you haven't been rewarded properly. Like, I'm sure, you know, like with the wheel of fortune, like, you're still waiting for the karmic wheel to turn. You're like, I haven't gotten all my reparations yet. Like, yo, spirit, I just know for a fact I have not gotten my reparations. Like, I haven't gotten even close to my reparations. Like, you know, maybe like you'll get reparations like sporadically here and there. Like, but you know, the karmic wheel is gonna keep turning regardless. But like, you're like, I haven't even gotten close to what I deserve, and you know this, and spirit knows this as well. With the Knight of Wands, like, spirit, you're like, you're getting impatient, and you're like, and even though his look on his face, it's like a stoic, it's like come on now. It's almost like a little bit like, what's the word? It's like, come on, just, it's like, not you too type question. It's like, nah, not this too. Like no, this can't be. Yeah, justice in reverse. Like, even though the karmic wheel is turning and continues to turn in your favor, you feel like you're still like there's an injustice being done, and it's not enough. I'm hearing it's not enough. It's not enough to like go on this way. Like, I'm hearing I can't go on this way. So it's like, I feel like empaths, light workers. I don't want to get all of these cards. I will. Yeah, I'm hearing I can't go on this way. Like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? So yeah, we have 9 of Cups. So it's not like you're not content. It's like, you know what you were doing is like on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know this, but you're still in regret, because it's like, why do I have to be in this? It's like you're starting to like dissociate, I'm hearing, from like the earthly realm, because you're like, oh, like I can't stand to be in this energy. Like, I'm too high vibing. Like, I'm too content to be here, you know. And then with the King of Swords, because you've had to be the King of Swords in your own personal life. And with the 7 of Wands in reverse, it's like you feel like you have to constantly be on defense when you don't want to be, when you don't wish to be. So it's almost like, dang, Spirit, like I can't even be myself, because me being myself would mean like I would be like I would be harming myself, because I'd be like so like forgiving and loving when I literally can't, because of the state of society today. Like, you want to be your loving, caring, nurturing self, but it's almost like you can't, because you literally don't have the environment to do so. Basically, like, you don't have the environment to even do that. So like, yeah, you've been giving it to yourself, but like, you want to give it out. Like, and I understand, like, we, you know, us empaths, like, we've been giving it away to other outside situations most of our lives, and like, you know, we've been learning on how to give that back to ourselves in the form of self-love and self-care. But then it's like, okay, at what point am I able to go back? At what point am I able to finally like get back out there and like give it out again? Because I keep running into these same scenarios. So, all right. We may not get to a clear answer today. Maybe I'll do like a little series on this, because I feel like this is on point. So let's get some Soul Oracle Spirit. So what other information can you give us regarding like this? Like, how can the collective that I'm reading for like cope with, you know, the information that we have, and how can we cope with the way we've been feeling lately? I'm hearing, but it says, have the courage to be free. So it says, know that freedom begins where desire ends. I mean, it came up upside down, but for these cards, I'm not reading them upside down, but I'm hearing that you're trying to figure out how to free yourself from this mentality. So Spirit is saying, like, yeah, with the radical acceptance, it's kind of like making peace with what is, you know, yeah, making peace with what is. Like, I know it may seem like a letdown, but I know it may seem like a letdown, but I'm hearing like you don't know what's on the other side of this period of time. Confirmation with the heater going off. You don't know what's on the other side of this. Like, I'm hearing this cycle could have been going on for like over 10 years, for like 10 to 15 years. This cycle that you've been going through. I mean, of course, if you're like, yeah, like a young person, you know, but I'm hearing like 10 to 15 year cycle. So maybe if you're like a younger individual, like that's pretty much been your whole life anyway, or if you're like a little older, that's been most of your life, or if you have lived a good part of your life, then this has been like a significant chunk or phase in your life that you're going through, and you just don't know like when it's gonna end. So yeah, I'm just hearing you don't know what's on the other side of things. Let's get one more of these. Yeah, so it says a difficult path is being revealed. So Spirit is acknowledging that this is difficult. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy to be experiencing this. It does say ask for help and learn that we are all connected. So I'm hearing just connect with your guides, continue to connect with yourself. All you can really do is just keep doing what you've been doing. That's literally all you can do. I know it may seem like, you know, that's it type of energy, like you sure that's all I gotta do? Like, you probably think you should be doing more, and that's because of your nature of being so giving and so nurturing. You think that you're not doing enough, and I'm hearing that we need to continue to say uplifting affirmations to ourselves, like I am enough, like I am whole, what is meant for me will be for me, like things like that, because I'm feeling like you're grieving the past phase of your life before this one that we've been in for the past 10 to 15 years. Like, before this phase, like, even if the other phase was quote unquote worse, you're still grieving it because you're like, well, at least I was being myself, and at least I was giving, and at least this. But you didn't have the knowledge you have now, and it's like, you know, and you know, things change, people change, you know, environments change. So it's kind of like embracing change. And a lot of, you know, we are in the new year now, so we just had the previous year close out, and so it's kind of like we're feeling, you know, like this cycle has been coming to a close, and I've been getting just from like pre-shuffles and just kind of like the energy in the collective in general that, you know, like we are like on the brink of a new cycle starting. So we're kind of like in between, and we really are in the in-between stage of you know, the past and the future. So in the present moment is kind of like this purgatory, if you will, where, you know, everyone on this planet or whatever is reflecting on things. Yeah, everyone is reflecting on things and what they feel they could have done better or what they shouldn't have done, and just like you do every year, you know. But this one in particular, it's like there's a collective feeling of things coming full circle with the Wheel of Fortune again. So even though we feel like there's justice in the reverse, and I'm kind of getting like that choked up feeling again. Like it's hard to get my words out. Like I keep pressing my mouth together, and then I keep like straightening up. So like it's almost like you're, oh yeah, like we have to figure out how to express ourselves in this new paradigm, and I'm hearing like go with the flow, because you're just like, how do I act? How do I be? How do I navigate? Like, but the future isn't here yet. We're still in the present, and we're not in the past anymore. So all we could do is go with the flow, because we, and even though we're doing tarot, like we can't really like know what the future holds. Everybody has free will. Like, this is only like at any given time in relation to said thing or person. So it's like it's not 100%, because like energies are fluctuating and time is, what is that word? Time is fluid. Yeah. So I'm hearing the song by Drake, Just Hold On, We're Going Home. Just hold on, we're going home, going home. So yeah, like, and there's that feeling where other people have felt like we were home to them, like not physically, but like our energy was like home to them. So, but it's like, what about us type energy? Like, what about us feeling like home? But once again, we have to I'm chuckling because it's like one of those like anxious, nervous laughs that you do, and like you're kind of like in despair. And I'm getting like the star in reverse energy, even though I haven't pulled it. I haven't really felt the need to keep channeling too much. I mean, I probably will pull a couple of these before these candles burn out, because I don't really think I need to change them. I don't feel like I'm gonna continue this any longer. I feel like there's no point in like dragging this out. I feel like Spirit is saying, just hold on, we're going home, and like just kind of hold on till we get to the other side. Like, I know it's easy to overthink. I know it's easy to like not know how to express yourself. Also in the pre-shuffles, I got Moon in reverse. So yeah, like we don't know. Like, Moon in reverse, we're like overthinking. We're like in a frenzy over like how things are gonna play out in the future. Like, just like future, like just really like wondering about it, because you can't, it's like, that song, I think it's by Beanie Siegel, the rapper Beanie Siegel. I Can't Go On This Way. He has a song called I Can't Go On This Way, and then the Drake song, Just Hold On, We're Going Home. So yeah, I feel like it's some fed up energy, and I don't think it's fed up like in a bad way. It's just kind of like, okay, like I feel like it's like it's almost like that feeling like, I just want all my hard work to pay off. Like, that you put in like so much hard work like behind the scenes, and you don't feel like it's coming to fruition. But I'm hearing like from Spirit, you're not confused about this. Like, everything I'm saying is just confirmation, but it's almost like with have the courage in a difficult path. It's basically like we just need words of encouragement to just keep moving forward and to just keep going on, regardless of how it may look to us right now. Like, and it's very ambiguous, and maybe before, like when the cycle was first beginning, or in the middle of the cycle, when we started really like getting into that knowledge, like like as a collective, we were excited to like go into the unknown and like do Spirit's work, and like bring justice to this realm, and like we were like more like passionate about it. And it's kind of like we've been doing this for so long now, or long enough to where it's like, okay, like that wore off. So it's like, it's like you're not like a newbie anymore at this. You're not a novice, you're like intermediate now, or expert even. So like we're really we've really been diving deep into alchemy, you know, and part of alchemy, you know, you're not always going to be passionate. I'm not going to call it a dark night of the soul per se, but it's kind of like that little dip where it's like, I don't see up from down, and like, I know in my soul, like, things are like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but like it's just not reflecting yet. Like it's just kind of like like stalling a bit. But you know, Spirit is saying, just hold on, we're going home. Let's get a couple of these. Let me get a sip of water. Oh, I need to adjust really quick. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna sit back a little bit. Okay, so my hair probably just flyaways everywhere. All right. Let's get a couple of these. So, Spirit, what else would you like us to? What's the takeaway for this reading? Because I don't think this reading was meant to like give any like clear, concise like answers. You know, it was just kind of like, you know, a message about how we've been feeling, and you know what we're leaving behind and what we're looking forward to, and just how to meddle, like be still type energy, you know, like still waters. I mean, I know it says a difficult path is being revealed, but I mean, that's just toxic. Okay, so yeah, like learning how to be still, like in toxic situations, like which is what we've been talking about, like just learning how to be still. Like you don't have to necessarily like fight the good fight all the time, if you know what I mean. Like it's like even in toxic situations, it's okay to like be still, and you may feel like that's weak as an empath, or like people, because of course I feel like a lot of people underestimate us in the collective in general, like light workers, empaths, because you know our temperament is like not of the norm. It's, you know, not super aggressive. It's loving and nurturing, you know, but we have to stand firm in that and just be still. We don't have to necessarily like get on the level of how everyone else is operating. Like we don't have to get to that level. I'm not even trying to say that the level is lower or higher. I'm just saying, like, in general, like we don't have to get on their level at all. We can just, and that's what I feel like Spirit is trying to convey. Like we don't have to like operate how they operate at all. Like just keep operating as us, and I think that will bring us the healing that we need to accept like how things are, you know. Like we don't have to like play the game they're playing. Like, you know, like we don't have to like do what they're doing. Like and it's like, you know, like at this point, like we're far enough advanced in knowledgeable in spirituality to know like how they're viewing us now. But it's like you need to be still, and in the fact that they know this, and then not let that shake you. Because I'm saying before, like you didn't know, but you just knew, like you were just still your caring self, and I ended up bringing like your good karma. But now, like, you know, like I'm hearing you've been through this a couple times, so like, you know, like every situation you get in, like, you know, like kind of how it's gonna go, you know, because you know, some of us are psychics as well, so like, you know, like how it's kind of gonna go. And then you may feel a bit insecure or like apprehensive about like how you're coming off, because you want to feel like you're coming off with strength, and you are, like, believe it or not. So don't, like, try not to worry about the other side, like, you know. Something just flipped over. We got earth sign in reverse. So this is that devil energy I was talking about with the earth sign, because the devil energy represents Capricorn. So yeah, this is that. I feel like this is about, this is about mindset right now. You can still emanate your truth and be the embodiment of who you are on the inside without actually giving it out, you know? You can be the embodiment of that in yourself without giving it out. Like, I know we're so used to giving. I know it's like, but I'm hearing at this time in this purgatory that we're in. What did I just say? We need to hold back. Like, period. We need to hold back. And that's something that collective, you know, we're not used to. Like, we're used to like the other party holding back and then us just giving freely. And, you know, regardless of whether we set boundaries, it's like at this point, it's like, no, like spirit is like, I'm drawing the line here. So okay, towards the end of the reading, spirit is kind of like coming through and reality check. Spirit is coming through and giving them answers. Like, okay, period, you wanted an answer, collective, let me, you know, I'ma tell you then, like, hold back, and don't worry about them. Hold back and embody your energy without giving. Like, basically don't give, like, just don't give. Like, and I know that sounds like don't give, but don't give. Like, what I'm hearing is, when in doubt, hold back. So if you're in doubt about giving your energy, giving your time, saying something, don't. Just don't. So in this purgatory, yeah, with sabotage. So what colors are these? So with brown, I think of grounding. So that's root chakra. With green, that's heart chakra. I mean, I'm not worried about this one right now, but so yeah, this is heart chakra and root chakra. So yeah, that may be at your core, but just stay grounded and don't give. Hold back. Because I'm hearing, because we're, you know, the collective, I feel like the collective, you know, is in a bit of a vulnerable state. And see, with copycat, and you see how the throat chakra candle is burning out faster. So yeah, with copycat, like, that's the throat chakra color as well, the light blue. And you know, because like the ones on the negative side of karma are about to like start facing their karma finally. That's why, you know, the song Just Hold On, We're Going Home, they're starting to finally like get the memo that like karma is real. So they're looking to us to like copy our energy, or like mimic us or mirror us with a copycat. So I'm hearing like, don't give anything up. Like, you know, keep your cards close to your chest is what I'm hearing. So yeah, this is another little test that spirit is putting the collective through. And, you know, have faith that we will do well. See, with how many times it just means like something really like this has been happening over and over and over, like these disappointments, these endings, these new beginnings, these betrayals, these these honeymoon stages, which is aka love bombing, the cycle of violence. Like all this has just been happening and happening over and over. And my voice is kind of getting hoarse and like whispery, so it's like I feel like this stuff is like coming to an end. Yeah, like it's over. Like I'm hearing it's over. But don't keep your cards close to your chest. And this is a lesson too. I mean, everything is like a lesson, but this is like this test is like it's growth. It's growth in that we're truly learning how to hold back, and the power in reserving our power. Like we're so used, I'm telling y'all, we're so used to giving. Even when we think we're not giving, we're giving. Because even when we're not giving physically to whoever and whatever, it's going on in our minds. Like we're still giving in our minds, you know? So like we're really learning this year about really the true power of keeping your cards close to your chest and holding back. Like there is power in holding back. And you know, and I keep, like I said, I keep repeating myself. It's been so hard. It's so hard for us to hold back in general as empaths. So like I feel like this is gonna be like, you know, like pretty significant. Like in a good way, but like it's gonna be like tough, but it's good, but it's gonna be like hard because it's like you have to like restrain yourself, like you have to, you know, it's like what the heck, like we're not used to that. So I'm getting like we're getting to the end of this. Let me just get like one of these cards before I close out. Usually with these ones, because they're double-sided, I just kind of I don't really look at them, and I just kind of pull one. See? Oh my goodness. Hold on. So what did we get? Honestly, I'm not surprised at all by this card. I figured it was gonna be the root chakra, but yeah. So this is like, you know, this person is standing up with their arms outstretched in front of them. Maybe you could do this exercise. Oh my goodness, to help ground yourself. It says, I mean, you see the picture, but yeah, you could look up that yoga pose. So it's the number 9, and so, you know, 9 is just 1 from 10, so we're nearing the end of something. And it says, I surrender to the security and support of Mother Earth. Wow. It says it promotes grounding and a strong sense of physical connection to the earth. It calms and clears the mind. It slows respiration and heart rate, and it strengthens the feet, ankles, calves, and thighs. So like I was saying with the brown, the color brown, and then this green heart chakra and root. So yeah, grounding exercises, which I'm sure we've all been look at how the candle's acting. But we've all been hearing these messages about grounding so much until we're blue in the face. You know, like we've been hearing this for a while. So it's just yeah, we gotta just keep doing what we're doing. Yep. So what's this card sticking out? I don't know if y'all see this, but let me just put the deck over here. This card, this top card was sticking out like this. Let's pull this as the last card, okay? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Yeah, something's coming full circle. I feel like all the lessons, like all the cycles, it's like one big cycle within it. What am I trying to say? One big cycle is like it's like the boss part of a game. Like you're at the big boss now. Like, yeah. That's what I'm getting with Page of Pentacles in reverse. Because, you know, the page and, you know, it's like usually in the upright, he's like, you know, excited. And like I was saying about the collective in the beginning of the cycle, of the 10 to 15 year cycle, where look at the candle going off. So this is our truth, y'all. We were excited about embarking on this journey and ready to learn and like, but it's kind of like, you know, the battle is kind of like taking a toll on us. And it's like, you know, we won some, we lost some, you know, it's like, but, you know, it's not really about the battle, it's about the war, you know, spiritual warfare going on right now. And so, yeah, with Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is like we're at the end and we're like at the big boss, and you think you should go, it's like in our minds, it's like, oh my gosh, it's the big boss, like I need to do like so much to get past the big boss, you know. It's like, oh my god, it's the big boss, like OMG, like there's something there have to be some trick I have to pull out of my arsenal or something, you know. And I'm hearing spirit say, hold up, like no, like it's not what you think. Like you don't have to do all that. Like it's way simpler than we think it is what I'm hearing. We're overthinking the complexity of this stage of how things are going in the universe. So yeah, so we're nearing the end. You know, ground yourself. It's simpler than we think. Hold back, don't give. Yeah, this is like a reality check. Hold your cards close to your chest. We are still in a difficult we are still in like a difficult, toxic-y time, which obviously we know this because we wouldn't be inquiring if we didn't know that. But just to reiterate, you are not a reflection of what you've been going through. You are not a reflection of what you've been through in the past. You're not a reflection of that. You are who you are. So just because you've been going through this, it doesn't mean that you internally there's something flawed. It's not. So yeah, with Queen of Cups, we're just learning how to use our Queen of Cups, exactly. That's what people have been doing in the past and the situations. But yeah, and we need to learn how to embody the Queen of Cups in a different way. So like just kind of how this Queen of Cups has two sides, you know, in the regular playing card deck. You know, one side of her is very loving, giving, and nurturing, but you know, the Queen of Cups on the other side is also mysterious. You know, she's also a bit secretive. She holds back, you know, she does, like when she needs to. she's very reserved. You know, she could be quiet, you know, at times. So it doesn't mean that you're still not the Queen of Cups and that you're not embodying the Queen of Cups. You're just not used to embodying her this way. And so that's kind of what's been throwing us off. But, you know, now I hope that this has given you all some clarity. And once again, this is Bree with Reason Rituals. Bye now.